Hello, everybody. It is currently 6:30 p.m. Saturday, March the 23rd. Happy Saturday, happy weekend, everybody. Not only that, but we're streaming once again at 6:30, a bit early. I gotta be honest with you guys. So yesterday we streamed early because I had a friend's birthday party to go to. So of course after stream, I realized that my stream, I probably could have done it later and still been fine. There's a lot of waiting around. I go to my friend's house and I'm like, hey, I'm here. Where should I park? There's a lot of cars here. And he's like, what? Why are you here? And I'm like, because today's your birthday. And he's like, no, tomorrow's my birthday. And the reason there were so many cars is because he was having like a meeting for his organization. So yeah, today is actually his birthday. So happy birthday to my friend. 21st, he's getting old. But yeah, so a bit awkward, a bit funny, but hey, I was there. It was only like a 5-minute drive. He's very close to me. But yeah, so I hope, like him, you're all having an amazing Saturday. I played a lot of games today, probably should have done a bit more homework than I actually did. Feeling very lazy. Maybe it's time to get our discipline back into order. And with that being said, let's do some disciplined tasks of doing our warm-up for the day. So we'll pop on... Oh, I always set the wrong timer every single time. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay. Ironically today, I was playing Siege with my friends, and I usually stop playing when we start losing, because, who wants to play when you're losing? It's just generally a good time to take a break whenever you're doing stuff, and we just kept winning. We kept 4-0ing on casual, or whatever it's called nowadays, I can't remember. Not casual, not quick play either. Whatever it's called. Oh, well. But yeah, so... and we ended up just going to ranked because we were winning so much. And of course, right as we get to rank, we got, I think, 4-1'd. Yeah. Instantly to bronze 5, but hey, that just gives us another mountain to climb. So let's get started. So yeah, we're going to kick it off like usual, do a box. Let's make this one a bit wonky. Let's make it a bit wacky. I don't know. We'll do something here. We'll make it really skinny on one end. There we go. I don't know. Nice. It's weird because for the past several years of my life, I've been so used to not really playing video games anymore because I couldn't. I've been so used to just grinding every day, every weekend, Last semester, I usually just treated weekends as another study day. Because, I did not play video games. And so now, having the ability to do that and having, I'm not going to say easier classes, but classes that are definitely much more manageable. It really is a blessing. And that line was very wobbly. And it feels weird, because I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I should be working. I don't know how to take a break in that sense. I think that was a pretty good guess right here. Feel like our lines are lacking confidence. There we go. Sometimes you just get a full send it like that. Yeah, today I kind of regret playing games that much. I think I'm gonna do like a three game maximum going forward, because I could have been working on the lesson 2 video. So we're going to be doing that. I want to get a third of it done tomorrow, the script. Because while recording and editing does take a lot of time, I feel like the hardest part for me is making everything cohesive. Because you can just say lines, but I want them to make sense. And I did not line these up, didn't I? That should have been right here. And in fact, we're free, so we'll just do this. There we go. That's somewhat better. Oh yeah, there's also someone else who posted in the Drawbox streaming chat. Let's pull up their name. Even though there's no one watching right now. For those who are interested, it looks like Skunky TV on Twitch, or Skunky VTuber, because they look like a VTuber. It looks like they're on Twitch, and they're doing the Ghosted Plains exercise. And yeah, they have this thing, Artist in 100 Hours, hour 6. Not sure what... Hey, if they get Drawbox done in 100 hours, shout out. Because $250, which isn't necessary, but highly recommended. That's 50 hours right there, so... But they can do it. I believe in them. Just darn, will it be a fight? I mean, I'm very slow, very, very slow. So, yeah, this box was just kind of doomed from the start because we didn't pay much attention. So this we moved down. We want it to be about right here. Yeah, we need this one to be down here. So the made solution is just doing this. But then this line is off, so I think we have to compromise and go just about right there. Cool. Okay, yeah, not the best box, but whatever. Let's just try to make it up other branches. Let's not get... I feel like we're getting a bit lazy with our boxes, so we'll start grading them soon. Okay, so this one, I want it to have a pretty high degree right here and kind of fade off over here and definitely down here. So it's going to be like degrees getting wider, we're seeing more of it, and then kind of decreases over there, but not a lot. I want it to fade into the distance over there mainly. So low degree right here, we're going to do a pretty wide one. Actually, let's do... We'll go a bit smaller, because we're going to go really small for this upcoming demo. Then a wider degree. Got a bit smaller right there though, oops. And then a larger degree. Wobbly. Then smaller degree. Okay, that was okay, ellipse-wise. We got better at the end, but then, again, it was our larger degrees that messed us up the most. That was okay. Neither of these were good. We needed to connect more right here and turn more, so... The connection lines were okay, but yeah. Ooh, that was way too far in. It's very easy for your mind to wander when doing tasks like these. Okay, we got a bit, we focused up a bit over here. Plus, then again, these lines were easier. But yeah, right here we should have pinched in more. I think that was our only major mistake. Because we aimed for these quite well. We did a good job there. And yeah, so let's just work on the equality of our ellipses for this next one. And curve a bit more. We'll maybe do like an S or something. We'll go like this. Let's make this one disappear into the distance too. So really large over here. And let's see, yeah, I want this to be widest degrees when it's facing us like this. So we're going to have a low degree, very large right here. Nice. Then we're going to go right here, large degree, slightly smaller minor axis. Oops. Wobbled. Then smaller degree right here. And just generally smaller. Oof. Then we're getting smaller. Degree is quite small right here as well. The degree is getting larger. Getting really large right here. Flexing my forearm kind of helped me right there. Like on this edge, but yeah, that was clearly a bit messed up. And also, yeah, we're not getting small enough. I feel like we kind of maintain the same size across this. So shrinking it a lot right now wouldn't save us. So we'll just do our best to kind of slightly decrease the degree and... Flexing my forearm, but like not my wrist. That helps me a tiny bit. Yeah, wow, look at that. More stuff to explore. Okay, let's finish this up and then we'll be good. So yeah, we have one of our interior difficult lines here. Would this be the easiest approach? I think so. Because if we did it like this, yeah, okay. So let's start off with one of the hardest lines to do. Oof, wow. Technically speaking, if we did put all of the ellipses properly with their minor axis here, then all we have to do is copy this line in the center, but I feel, yeah, we could have gone a bit like that and been fine. Definitely curved it a bit too much. So I'll let that be a frayed end. Perfect. That was really good. And that I didn't really care about. We were planning to drop that one. So I want this one to go in a bit. Decent. 5 out of 10. Here's another harder one. That's okay. I feel like that was lucky though. I didn't really feel like I had control over that. Not really good right there, but other than that, pretty good. I like it. Oh, so many frayed ends. Yeah, when we get really curvy, we have a lot of those. We need to figure out how to fix that. So yeah, a lot of frayed ends on our harder corners. Couldn't tell you why. We do have an initial bump right here. I don't know what that was from, because if we... Interesting. Anyways, let us get... And yeah, box did not make me happy. We were really wobbly, unconfident. Don't know why. Anyways, let us get to the main attraction today. We'll be doing the potato plant demo. This one looks quite tedious. Lots of leaves, lots and lots of leaves. I had a stream a while ago called Lots of Leaves, but this is kind of the actual lots of leaves. Oh, let's move that more into frame, shall we? I need to figure out my desk situation because I'm kind of like put into an awkward ergonomic situation here. Oh, geez. Okay. So let's go and look at the Drawbox website real quick, just to talk about what we're going to be trying to accomplish today. Go. Don't know. Oh yeah, it's sized like that because I'm silly. Cool. Let's go to this right here. Cool. So, yep. It was one of those silent videos again. I really don't want to texture this one, but if any needs texture, this one does need shadows or cast shadows in between to separate things visually. But yeah, we start up with literally like this weird, almost map, or like, I feel like there's sea animals that look like this. I wouldn't know their name. But yeah, we start off with this this framework of this is like the root node of the plant, and then we have these like separate sections where little pods of leaves happen. So he does that. He does these center 3 branches that he sees in the reference, and then from there just adds leaves, and then starts adding smaller leaves that would be harder to see, or like they don't really have an origin, but they are there. And then separates everything with texture, gives some grounding to it to say, hey, this isn't floating in space, and the sizes aren't necessarily relative. Here's what it looks like compared to a pebble. Then just finishes up with texture. So we will start with our little node. I feel like this part will be the hardest. Everything after will be just kind of leaves. So we'll go to here. Chat isn't too active today, so but yeah, so yeah, the hard part. Yeah, so we have our center branches right here, so the center nodes right here. We have this branch coming out at us. This, we kind of have that. So this branch, this branch, this branch, which just kind of goes really far. I'd say it goes like this. He, I think, describes it as like a set of nodes. Oh, here, let's reset the music thing right there. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, he does it. He says that there is a node happening. I like this, though. We're going to kind of be a bit independent. I'm going to say this is just a whole line with about 3 leaves popping off of it on the side. We have one right here. We have one right here. And then we have these major ones. So we're going to do that. So starting from the central node, we'll attack this one first, then this longer one, and then we'll start going up. So this one that goes out and above. This is where it gets a bit convoluted. This one, so yeah, this, and then let's look at his for a bit of a cheat sheet, and he just gets the branches. So we'll worry about the branches once we're there. A harder part of this one will be size. We will have to draw things just a bit smaller than we want to. But other than that, let's get to it. And getting distracted by the Drawbox Discord, that is a bad habit. Let's get to it. I still have my I still have my profile picture on Discord as Crystal Cerveza, so anyways. Yeah, that makes me look really professional posting about my streams with that profile picture. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. Pull up my ref again. Maybe I should just buy like a cheap, like the cheapest monitor I can find to put in front of me for reference. There's something, because yeah, this is a bit annoying to work with. Okay, so yeah, center, and then we're gonna have this one just kind of coming out at us. And drawing these will kind of just define our X and Y axes of how big this will be, and then height-wise, it's gonna be about 2 of these on the page. Like absolute height, not relative to the like 3-dimensional image, but like absolute height on the page, this and this. And before we get started, let's set our hour timer. There we go. Cool beans. Probably take a water break in there. And I'm going to be a bit silent this stream because I feel I draw better when I'm silent. And plus, most people are here just to draw, not to hear me yap. So let's get it. So I know I just said I'm not going to talk too much, but we do have to verbally work through what we're going to do. So we're going to start in here with a node. Draw a bit to the left. And based on the image, it actually has a really high degree. Because we're looking right at it, so I'd say like a 75 degree. We're going to put it a bit up because we're going to have that one drop down. Very nice. Awfully large. So we're going to have that one. It's going to shoot out at us. So that was my... What the heck? Am I just losing hair? I'm stressed out, guys. Yeah, this one comes out at us like this. Like that. And we have one going out over here. That's pretty low. Like that. And then we have this one that goes far over here like this. One thing I will have to worry about is the relative size. of these leaves. And this one's pretty to the side. It's not going too far towards us, but we'll make it go a little bit towards us. And then we have that one on the top, which goes to about right there. So probably it doesn't spike that much, but it's probably, and it is facing towards us. So like this. There, I see it. Okay. Nice. And then we have our branches. So leaf-wise, we do have this one. How does he do it in the picture? Does he just do like little nodes? Oh, he does like little ellipses for them. Interesting. Maybe I should watch the video a bit more. I like the setup though. I like my understanding of 3D space here. So yeah, let's pull up that reference again. So, oh yeah, and this one, there is actually kind of this branch right here. This one does go forward. I was kind of focusing on the one down here, but there is this one a bit. So like a node kind of in there. I think that's a bit too clustered now though. So we'll leave it as it is. Yeah, so we'll start with the center one because it is the foreground. We do have one like this that's kind of coming at us and then back. And it does have a kind of an upwards arc to it, so we'll go like that a bit. So we'll go like that. And then this one does the same, it goes out and then in. And this one kind of goes out and down and back. So down and back like that. This one kind of does the same. It actually curves inwards, so back and in. Like that. And then this one goes straight down. That's kind of an extended version of this. So we'll just trust that we'll make the line go as low as we can because we kind of lost some room right there. Let's go to this one. I'm kind of excited for this one because we have, this is a bit larger than the actual thing, but that's fine for now. We're gonna have this one, which is gonna come towards us and out. So like towards us and out like that. We have this one going away and then down, so. Oof, that was really bad. We shouldn't have drawn like that. Whatever, we can make it work. We actually should have made it go inwards like this, so I'm just gonna cheat a little bit and just go like that. We'll texture it. Okay, this one goes out and down like that, so out and down. Trying to look at this to just like remember our relative sizing. This one goes out and down like that too. So we're gonna have a think about it before we draw. It is kind of like that. And then this one kind of starts right here too. So we'll leave it like that. I'll actually put like little, that one can start right here. This one could start right here. I don't dare to extend the lines right now. I'm a bit scared of that. For this one, it's a bit interesting. We have one going like this out. It's kind of going straight down. It's not doing anything too crazy three-dimensionally. This one's going out and then down, so it's kind of going out towards us and down, so this towards us and down. Cool. And then, yeah, we do have one right here. I say we go up here first. We have the tiny ones. These are faced towards us and just kind of going out, like that. Same thing out here, just going like that. This one's facing towards us and in a bit. Actually, still going down, so like that. Oop, bit curved right there. Whoops. Should have ghosted more. And this one's kind of just out. Like that. Perfect. And then we have the branched ones. So let's do those branched ones. And let's look at the steps that he did to get that. Okay, cool. He actually, started with one kind of floating in the air. But I think it's just because he was doing those branches just to say those branches were there, not necessarily that they are connected to anything. So cool, yeah. We have three, this one, and this one. These two are almost parallel, and then we do have ones back here, but this is that, there's like a node right here, and has that. So in fact, what we can do is off of that, have one, I wouldn't even say that's going back. Oh, it is going back. Whatever, let's do the branches right now. So we have one going off to the side, up and to the side, so about right here. Even a bit like that, so. There we go. Remember, we're not trying to draw the reference exactly, we're trying to draw a potato plant and make it obvious that's a potato plant. Then we're gonna have one that goes practically just straight up, almost collinear with this line right here, so it's gonna go like that. Slight bend to the left, nice. And then we're gonna have one that's, yeah, so he did 3. I kind of see the one he's talking about. It's right here. So if these are collinear, I'll do it like that, a tiny bit lower, like that. Here's the hard part, doing really small ellipses. Let's pay attention to the degree for these, and if we do our little mouse trick, pretty even degree here. Degree's gonna be large right here, even right here, and then on the top, I'd say it actually flips. So kind of a flat degree in here. That's where the vision line is. I don't know what to call it, but where basically the viewer is on par with the thing. So let's make this really tiny. Let's make it a bit higher. There we go. This one's gonna be quite large right here. Ew, picked up my pen. Big no-no. And we'll do not that many in here, so slightly larger degree. Used a bit of my wrist right there, whoops. Then we'll go up here, and we'll have a larger degree. There we go. Kind of had to use my wrist if I'm being honest. So we'll do the same over here, nothing too complicated. Maybe even do 4. No, we could still fit 3. Maybe. Oof, quite large. Small degree, large degree. Oof, large. I guess this branch is just larger. It makes them look less cloned. Here's a harder one, because we're going to the left, so degree is going to be a bit wonky. Let's see. So we do our mouse trick and just kind of point over that contour. It's really wide right here, and then the vision line kind of happens right here at the end of it. So we're going to start off with a wide degree right here, which it already kind of is, but we'll do another one. Actually, we'll go like right here. Say wide degree. Okay, we should do this with the wrist. Not with the wrist, sorry, with the arm, but I ended up doing it with the wrist. Okay, we'll do one right here. Slightly smaller degree, but still. Okay, and then really small. Cool. Okay, and let's do the lines for these. This is where it usually goes wrong, but we'll believe. So let's try to get a good posture going. Not bad. A bit skinny for what I want, so we'll try to... Perfect. That was really good. Let's end it off strong here. It doesn't really matter where it lands, but we want it to look about the same width. That was okay. I'd give that one a 6 out of 10. No, you know what? We need to stop that now. No grading ourselves like that. That just makes us feel bad. Not that grades are bad. You know, we do like checks in our progress, but yeah. Okay, this one. Ultimately, we don't know how to grade ourselves in this context. Saying I could probably do better is a great thing. Saying I should do better is also a good thing. But we shouldn't torture ourselves over it, for sure. Oops. Just end it off, actually. Going a bit too fast, let's slow down. Oof. There we go, that was more like it. Some interesting lore. I've never talked about this. pretty sure it was either the 3rd or 5th day of streaming. I was actually gonna quit. I texted Delano, I was like, I'm shutting down the channel, or at least I'm making unlisted, because I just like didn't like the idea of streaming to everybody, you know, being visible like that. I don't know why. I'm still kind of like, I guess shy would be a better word for it, but yeah, it's just weird. Okay, let's do a leaf kind of going back here like this. I just like that. Oh, ink kind of did something weird right there, and let's have one going out right here. Yeah, so we have this node kind of right here because we have leaves coming out from that. But what I'm going to do... So we're not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to go to the one up here and try to repeat this one, which covers this branch. Actually, the most foreground one is this. That's coming from over here. So I'd say it's even like this. And it's above everything, so we'll actually move it higher just for the sake of understanding this. And it goes out and kind of across. Like that. Then we have that one from underneath, which I'm just going to start from the void and then bring over here like this. Like that. There's going to be a leaf right here, but we're not going to worry about that yet. We're going to have one coming off of this. Can you guys even see? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, cool. And then we're going to curve out like this, so like this. Not the best line, but that's okay. And then we're going to have one that goes out and kind of out and down, so out and down, like that. And we're going to leave it like there. This one goes out and kind of around. Like that. This one goes out and kind of up. This one really goes down, so I'll put it like right here. And it really folds down like that. Then we have these right here. This is what covers this one, and it kind of goes out and down like that. And this one goes out and kind of like that. And let's see. We probably didn't need to extend that line all the way over there, but we'll do this smaller leaf that's going like this right here. And there's also a leaf like right there. It's just kind of going out like that. Cool. We need to do a bit more on the right, don't we? Because we have our major branch right here, and then we have one that's kind of going out to the side like that, and it looks like from this little stem in the center. And it goes pretty far. It actually goes to about right here. And we get a good side view of the whole branch going down like that. So it's going to be like this. Like that. That's actually going to be the last leaf right there. We're going to have one leaf right here. It's going to be like that. Cool. And you see just the end of one over here like that. We have one in the center. It's kind of like this and going to the side. And this one's going just kind of straight out like that. We have this one that's going down, kind of the same as this one. And this one goes out. So kind of a copy of each other right there. Then we have this one, which I was thinking about earlier. Which I don't really like. And then there's this one, this big one, which I'd rather draw. And that's kind of like the cap of everything. And then we have all the really, really background stuff that we haven't cared about. Like these, like we cared about this, this, and this. There is this one, but there's also this one with these 3 big leaves that I think we're going to care about more. So if we're going to draw that, it's going to go like this. And it ends about right there. So like this. And then this one, which is just out like that. Yeah, and there's the tiny one that's in between right here that we're not drawing. And then this one that's out and away. Like that, kind of. And this one, it kind of goes out a tiny bit more, but we'll worry about that in a bit. This one, which we'll start about right here. Cool. Okay, let's start adding some leaves onto it, and then we'll worry about the rest, because Uncomfy did do like the major leaves, and then started adding like foreground tiny ones, stuff like that. Cool, so we'll start with this one. And if we got just a general profile of these leaves, they're pretty generic, like just ovular and not really like asymmetric. They're very symmetric all around. So we'll take that to our advantage. And it does have a bit of a tapered tip to it, so maybe we could do that. Extending that, just so we don't get yelled at. And yeah, so tapered tip, which is going to end quickly because it's down there, it's foreshortened. So like if it was actually tapered like this, it's actually going to be really small because we're not seeing as much of it. And then we're going to go around and in. And we're going to bring up that branch, that leaf just a bit higher. So tapered, let's get a better posture going. The taper isn't long, so like that. Cool. This one kind of goes like that, then it quickly recedes in. It does cover a bit of that side. Like that. This one goes out and then has a quick dip inwards. That. And this one's very round because we see this blade and it goes like that. So blade and then kind of goes in. And then this one we see a lot of its side. Like that. Looks a bit smaller. Whoops. This one fades into the distance really quickly, and it does that by having this line kind of just be always turning. So it goes like this and then kind of goes in like that. And then this one, it goes up and then really down. So up and then really down. This one, ooh, I like this one, has like a bit of a wave to it. So we go out and then there we go. And then this one does the same. Out and then in. At this point, we're just obeying the construction that we've laid down. We can go over here. This one, this one's really far out. Kind of because we did plan for this one to be a bit more down. And there's kind of one in here, so we'll actually draw that. And it's going up and then down like this. So kind of like that one, but a bit more towards us. It's a very leaf-like leaf. That's the best way to put it. So we have out and then a taper. Probably should have done it a bit more. And this is going to go out and then this, like that. We're going to have a branch to it. Nice. Yeah, this, yeah, that should have met up there. Oops. That's something to keep in mind for our little loopsy-loops. This one is really just facing towards us. And part of me just wants to, because like the leaf kind of starts here. But it's going to lie like this and then in. So out and then follow that one. Like that. Oh, that is not right. We forgot the taper. No. Something like that. We can get away with that probably. Still looks like a leaf. Doesn't look like a good one, but it looks like a leaf. Ooh, ooh. That's not good. Whatever. This one could be on top of it, kind of hiding that monstrosity. This one, pretty simple. We'll start it like right here. And we're just going to give it the usual... Nothing too crazy. Probably could have put the actual taper on it to give it more form. This one's going out and back, which in hindsight isn't doing that, but whatever. And that we'll just do our typical this and then down, this, down, branch over it. Probably should have done that, but whatever. This one goes out, so it goes this and then in. Let's make these a bit wider. Like that. And there's like a little leaf in there, so we can actually add that to... And it has a bit of an elephant's ear look to it. It goes like... like that. This one just goes around and then makes a little heart shape in. Nice. And this one's pretty, like... Nothing too crazy. It's a little bulky leaf. It looks a little bit silly, but we love it for that. This one's like a disc, so we're actually going to start it a bit higher than we initially planned. It's going to just go around. In fact, there's a little leaf right here. We'll do that one. Like that. we'll have this one over here. Disc-like. Well, I don't know how to do it. I mean, I do. I'm just goofing. So yeah, disc-like, so this is towards us. I'm actually going to go like this and then make it go down. And since it's disc-like, we'll see this part extend a bit later. So this extend a bit later and then like that. I feel like these looked more leaf-like than that. So we could go pretty leafy with this. Yeah, they're a bit elephant ear shaped up here. So we have the out, in, kind of studying that. It's like a D shape, so we're just gonna do that. It's weird because it's like a simple shape. I want to like make it curl and stuff like that, but in reality, it's kind of just not that complex. It's not that deep. Maybe that's why people draw leaves like that. It's just because they actually do look like that. Yeah, I really had a lot of space between my leaves. Whoops. This one's really flat and away from us. This one's really big and towards us. Nice. Cool, let's do these up here. Start with this one. This one's cool. It kind of goes like, it actually does the complex form thing that we want it to do, or that I've been wanting to do. Actually, it kind of goes like this. And so that means we're going to start it really far out right here and then go in. I had to break that line right there. And then because we want to really taper like that. And then this one, we're going to see a bit more to the side. So it's going to do a bit more of a cooler shape. We do that. And then we can go and like right here. See, that's it. There we go. We really thought about it. Yeah, so widen it while we can. So this should have been technically a bit widened over there. And then bend these and give it that shape, that leaf shape that we love. So we're actually going to do a similar thing right here. We're going to just go out and then in. But we're going to start from right here and then go out and then do our taper. And then right here, we're going to see a bit of that taper in action. But then we're going to go out, in, and then in like that. Perfect. We'll go see a bit like that. Taper does look a bit weird, but we'll work around it. Then right here, we're going to see like fanned edges of it. So we're going to see like this. And then right here, we're going to see like that. It's like a taco. Right over here. This one we're actually going to redo, give it a bit of the bend. And have us see the underbelly of it. Like that, and do the same kind of taco. Now, actually, it's not doing the taco right here. It's actually, this part is the bend, so it should have been up here, and then these would have followed it, but whatever. Cool, cool. And then we have the one over here, the main one, which we're just seeing kind of the underbelly of. So I'm going to do this to extend it. And then we're only going to see a small part of that underbelly. And then we're going to see it go in here and curve. Same thing with this right here. Like that. Very cool. Very, very skinny plant. I feel like I'm missing a lot of leaves, or I should have clumped everything a lot closer together. But it is what it is right now. Yeah, whatever. We could probably add more leaves in the future. It's fine. Everything was quite spread apart. Not in mine, not this. We do have that one on the top that we were thinking about with the 3 big leaves. So kind of do that here. This one goes out, and then goes in. That. This one goes back. We see this edge the most. And then we see kind of the fanned edge of this one. That. And then this one, it goes really far into the distance. It's kind of going away from us. We see this, which goes out and then in of it. So like this out and then in. And this one just goes above it the entire time. Cool. we can add a bit of like a twist to that. Okay, cool. These over here, same kind of jam, nothing too crazy. Have this tiny leaf dip in. I drew that weird, but it worked out, so we'll take it. This one goes up and out. Nice, nice. This one does the same as the loop. This one kind of happens sooner. It's like this and then sharp and then goes into the taper. This one's pretty generic, nothing too crazy. Kind of wishing I made all of these a bit larger in hindsight. This one we forgot to do. Elephant's ear, and it kind of just turns into a heart, so we'll do that. Did not mean to do that curve right there, but maybe we can kind of turn it into something cool later. I don't know. These are the core leaves. We will be adding kind of like side leaves in the future. They're like non-fully constructed leaves. This one I think is okay where it is, but we're going to start with these. Elephant's ear once again. This one. And this one is really cool. We're gonna extend it down a bit. A lot of it. And this face is really just kind of hard to see. It's like this. This one's going like this, and then a big edge like that. Cool. See, I feel like we're missing a branch kind of in the middle there, so we'll work on that. This one, I want to drop it even more. Like that. This one, we have that curve, goes out like that. This one in the back has that smaller edge that's harder to see. Then out, and then very nice. Cool. Doesn't look bad so far. Just yeah, I feel like we're missing a lot of. We have a lot of gaps. Gaps. What am I saying? Okay, let's get to it. So yeah, we have these main two ones, kind of rounded. So we're gonna keep it simple. Remember, we don't want to get like antsy and impatient with these. We want to think them out pretty well. Some of these are just kind of paper thin, the angle we're looking at it. Nice. Do some cooler ones over here. We do have one kind of just going like this from nowhere. Oops. And that one goes kind of out and then in. Should have followed the taper a bit more right there. It's in between here, what do we have going on? It's actually quite empty, like just naturally, but even more so because we just did not do that well. We have one kind of going back like this, which we're going to emphasize, and we do have one kind of going like across here, like that, like so. We're going to do that. That was more in. Oops. And that one goes like this. And of course, you're going to see this edge a tiny bit more because of that. And this one over here. This one's cool. We have the loop-de-loop going on, so I'm actually going to extend that and emphasize the loop-de-loop. Like that. Thank you, organic arrows. Okay, let's do something for this. I am tempted to add just another branch going over there. Because there's just so much chaos, so much visual stuff going on inside of that. We could probably just add one. Because there is one under here, just the leaf on top of it is bigger, which we didn't do a good job of. That. I do see just another branch over here. I'm tempted to just do a smaller branch, but I don't think that's the best choice. I do see a tinier one over here, so we're gonna just do that. Kind of looks like this. It's coming from the ground, it's kind of going like that, so. Something like that. I thought there was my song playing. There's a little bird outside, and I heard it. I was like, oh, is that my music? It sounds really good, but no. Oh, it's sunset right here, too. I'm thinking about moving apartments, and I really want one facing, or like having access to the sunset, you know? So I'm a sun-powered individual. I photosynthesize. I love me some sunlight. Okay, we're just gonna add some leaf chaos. We do have like a branch, I'll say starting like right over there. Yeah, because we have this, and then we have like kind of just one starting right here. And from that, we're gonna have really tiny branches. We'll kind of give some credence to its existence by doing that or something, I don't know. We just have one coming off like this. Oh, that was way too big. Oof. One back here like that. This is the part where we're getting a bit antsy, getting a bit unfocused with it. We do have just a leaf like this. It's actually kind of coming towards us a bit. We just see like this part of it. Nice. This one, we see that goes in. This one goes in. This one kind of goes out and then tapers it right there. This one goes out like that. Cool. I'm gonna add some tiny ones in between. Or like something right here. Because there is like an inner leaf deep back in there. And Uncomfy did this, so it gives me credence too. I'm just gonna draw the line of where the stem would exist, like this. But I'm only gonna draw the parts not obfuscated by the leaves. Because I don't think we need any more visual chaos. This one kind of goes out and then back. And we're only going to see kind of the flat part top of it. Like this. Like that. Cool. We do have some just back here kind of hanging out. Shouldn't have flicked that. Oops. Cool. Have this kind of gapped area right here where we could fit. We'll just do tinier ones here to kind of supplement the actual branch that is here, that tiny one that we kept mentioning, with this major leaf over it, which turned out being pretty small. Yeah, this is really complicated to look at, whatever. So I'll add one right here. This one, I think it'd be pretty fun. We'll go like that over that one. And this, and then this, and you'll see, yeah, cool. I sound like a maniac right now, I apologize. Thinking out loud. One of the best ways to learn and practice. Kind of experimenting with my leaf shapes. Get more wobbly, get more experimental. in the center there, we just have more branches. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to just add wide top, smaller middle. We're gonna add another branch. I do see branches. I'm not just haphazardly adding this. There are more branches in there. Not the best line work, geez, but it'll do. Cool. There are tinier ones down here. We could add that. There's just one kind of going like from here to here. There's actually a whole batch of them. One that doesn't exist right there. I can start doing the rocks as well. Now let's add. Actually, yeah, it's a bit visually chaotic, so we won't add too much right there. Even though I do feel like there is one kind of, because this one goes to the side and this one was that tiny one right there, but I feel like one just goes out. Kind of, it's one of the taco ones again, and those are kind of hard to do just going out, so we'll do that. Cool. Okay, let's add some rocks. I think I'm pretty happy with this overall. Very nice. Cool. Yep. So rock-wise, we'll just kind of do it the same way it did as last time, where these are going to be flat shapes, as Uncomfy mentioned. There's not going to be much going on with them, so we'll kind of start like small. There are some larger chunks, and not even just rocks, but like fertilized debris. I guess, I don't know. I'm no rockologist. They do have some irregular shapes, like we have this one, which is kind of like that. Has this whole undersection to it. And this will help us out because we say these are hanging in front, so the things behind it are going to still have the same visual hierarchy as these, like it's getting larger as it comes towards us, right? So like this can have that going on, and that. So like as these are coming towards us, they're going to get larger and more complex, or like just detailed, I guess you could say. Something like that, and no, that's not technically right, but whatever. I don't know. Yeah, we're making it worse. Yeah, because this is supposed to be like aimed towards us, so there's no reason the shadow should be right there. Anyways, that's in the foreground too, dang it. So yeah, smaller stuff, and we'll try to like this stuff right back here is just gonna be super small. Maybe we could have some larger stuff, but like, you know, this would be this size. Actually, not even. Like, it would probably be a bit larger back here, a bit smaller up here, but yeah. Same concepts. Some are going to be broken up by leaves. We don't want those, like, coincidental lines. I don't know what they're called, but it's like when, like, if I drew a rock right here also having this flow to it, then it would be a bit confusing visually. Uncomfy does a lot of just pure ellipses for rocks. Maybe I should pick that up. Doing these like little patches of the I don't know, just the little sticks that they have, I guess. They. Big plant. Part of me, this is going back to what I was talking about earlier, the part of me that's just so used to overworking and stuff, and part of me understands that, or like really wants me to keep working, and I feel like deep down I truly want to just work a little bit hard. Like I feel like my discipline just needs to go up a tiny bit, which isn't a bad thing, right? But at the same time, there is also the, like, these are the logical sides of me now. Like, yeah, we could probably always, like, without workaholism, like, actually just improve, without being a workaholic. But at the same time, there's the logic part of me of, it's spring, and I'm now in a situation where I can enjoy spring. You know, there's no major terrible things in my life. There's no disease, no war yet. I'm now in a good opportunity to enjoy the sunsets and stuff, and I'm learning art, and probably like I'm seeing probably some of the biggest gains in my art career that I ever will because of newbie gains. So why not enjoy it right now? And then that's when like gluttony and workaholism come in and say, hey, work harder, or hey, work less. Play more Rainbow. Play more Helldivers. And in all honesty, I would rather be a highly disciplined and bit of a workaholic than too lazy. So, because it's very rare that you completely balance that scale, so I would rather be a bit crazy with my work than not. Yeah, our rocks are a bit scattered. I'll make them a bit larger. Once we add the cash shadows from the leaves and stuff, those larger things will do a bit better. Okay, let's start doing the contours of the leaves, the actual veins of them. I'm not going to do the veins too intricately. Because like, and Comfy said this, he didn't do all of them, mainly because one, you're visually like stuck right here, right? This is where most of it's happening. So detail will fade off over here, but I still want to do the detail in the further ones. Just, I'm going to break up those lines a lot. So these lines will be a lot more darker, a lot more accurate and intricate. And as they fall off over here, like over here, we're only going to see like maybe this a tiny bit. So we're going to start down here. We're going to go pretty heavy. We're going to separate things a lot. So like this. We want to really thicken up this line. Bit thick, too thick right there. Oops. But yeah, same applies, and we're just gonna. Don't want to smear anything. But yeah. Nice. So this one, it's going down, so we need to kind of emphasize that those are going down with it, so you see a bit of like this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do our favorite double line technique. Like that. They're not completely symmetrical, right? We're doing our like sketchy lines. We don't want that. We want actual solid, confident line work. So right here we could actually add a bit of a shadow to that just to say, hey, this one's in front of it. Gonna connect that underneath. I don't know. Do something fun with that. Over here, we can start letting our contour shine a little. These were a bit dramatic. These should have gone down a lot more. They all point down, so yeah, that was my mistake right there. I'm gonna add a bit of a form shadow right here to emphasize that it's curled. Okay, this one's fun. So yeah, this one, they're all gonna go down like this. And these are gonna go down like that. Oh, we forgot to do our favorite kind of line in the center too. We kind of failed at the 3D nature of this one, which kind of makes me upset, but we'll survive. We approached it too quickly. Yeah, this one was really a nice or yikes. Anyways. So yeah, lower detail down here. Not gonna start breaking up the lines completely just yet, but start laying down the law. Having it both contour and kind of just naturally go down is a bit difficult. Yeah, this one really, oof. Let's try to use one of these to help us visually declare what should be in front and what shouldn't. Oh, I guess this leaf is going behind this one now. Oops. Oh, this one is in front, so now we can make it go behind. We didn't obey the hierarchy. Is there any other hierarchies that we need to worry about before we go? Jeez. Let's see, how are we doing on time? We got 10 minutes left. I think we're gonna actually take the 10 minutes. I would like to spend more time on this tonight, but I feel like we are losing focus, not as an excuse, but as a legitimate. Learn when to, step off the gas and let ourselves recoup. Let's see, this one's behind this one. So these are going to go out and down. Man, this one's such an eyesore. God dang it. Good stuff so far. Loving it. This is very peaceful. This is probably my favorite lesson so far. And plus, you kind of just get the investment that you put into lesson 2 to practice and really train. Back here, we're gonna do very low level of detail. Nice. So this is going like this. Start at the base. That's one thing I've realized. Like, starting at the base of the leaf, where the flow and form is most obvious, helps you bring it down the leaf. Because like this one's a bit more to the side. Okay, not that much, geez, but something of the sorts, right? Maybe I could do the same right here. No, okay, that messed it up even more. Oh, this is behind, oops. My biggest recommendation for this demo, and probably demos going forward, is be wary of height rules. Also, just for the sake of it, make your leaves more pointy. I think like that just makes it look better. Like these, even though this is probably technically more accurate to have this rounder one, I'd lay on making it just more pointy. It's a bit better, unless like they're explicitly well drawn, non-pointy leaves, which I did not accomplish in this case. I like this. That line work was a bit good. Solidify it. Some more confident lines in there. I want to have like, yeah, that little like artifact though. I like it. Maybe we could add little dots and holes in the leaves too. So yeah, this one's hanging over. So in fact, I may just draw that entirely black once we get to it, but it's definitely in front of this one. There's some like shenanigans going on at the top of every leaf too. Let's also reinforce the man, I've been playing Siege too much. Let's reinforce this. The visible lines, leaves, we'll reinforce those. Cool. This one, oh man, that one turned out quite well. Looking at that. This one goes behind, so do that. Very nice. Yeah, down here we can actually do like a bit the opposite. Make it go up. Or we could just do a cash shadow underneath it. Who knows? Let's see, we have about a minute left. Hey, what's up, Delano? Yes, oh my gosh. See... Jeez, why is my chat on the right side of my screen? There, closing the gap, hopefully. We have a lot more to do because this one has to be, like, you're not doing this one without texturing it, right? You need those cash shadows in there. But, oh wow, that's 4 minutes ago. I apologize for not seeing this sooner. Yeah, maybe we'll be at lesson 4 soon. Hopefully, maybe in, like, I'll give it 3 weeks. Maybe, yeah. Because we've been doing about one of these a day. And, geez, these are so fun. I love these so much. Now, these are the demos I have been doing, so... Maybe we'll do so many as to where we don't submit any demos. Maybe. I do our first non-demo one, and I think this is a good choice. Rise took some awesome pictures of a hibiscus flower, and I think we're going to do hibiscus again, but based off of his, so it'll be like we've done it before, yet we're doing it on our own for the first time, you know? And I'm going to kill this here, Jesus. We're going to stop this here. I really like how this is turning out so far. This is the only leaf I'm practically pretty mad about. But yeah, pretty successful. It is a bit thin though. We'll need to, I feel like, you know, just leaves could have been bigger. They need to overlap each other a bit more. But with that being said, let us do our Delano review session of the day. We started off today with a very, very poorly drawn box. I apologize to all boxes and box enjoyers out there. Please don't look at this one. I will be doing another 250 box challenge soon to recoup. No, I won't. I will know. We will be doing the 250 cylinder challenge sometime, maybe between lesson 4 or during lesson 4. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, enough of those. We start off with some branches as per usual, pretty choppy. We just noticed that on these, where we have our really tough, sharper bends, that's where we do our worst. And we also kind of locked in for ellipses, but meh. Then we went over here to our, which astronomically better. And we didn't really follow. In fact, I barely looked at the Drawbox website after this. Loving it though. We started off with our just doing our main branches, and then from there, we went to do our little. Oh, this one's. Am I gonna cheat? I'm gonna cheat, guys. They'll never know. We did our actual kind of like cylindrical branches. We need to probably add a leaf in right there. Then we started adding our leaves to all of our things. Did a great job of that. And then we started texturing after we did our pebbles. It's going to look a lot better, I bet, when we start adding in those really sharp, dark cast shadows underneath it. But other than that, I think today was quite successful. So, yeah, what time are we at? 1:25. Yeah, okay, well, I have an hour to kill before I go to my friend's party. I probably could have moved the stream back a bit more. But yeah, so with that being said, man, I say that every stream. I apologize if it does get annoying. Please let me know. Let me know by liking the video. Okay. We've been getting a lot more views on these, and I just want to take a second to say thank you guys. We've hit 30 subscribers. Oof, with a voice crack. We've hit 30 subscribers. Your support of this channel, your constant viewership, and the very kind nature of mods, Delano, and oh my gosh, Rise. Wow, what if... Yeah, I love them so much I forget their names. Jeez, I hope he doesn't see this. Yeah, Delano and Rise, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel in every way that you do, from hosting the little Discord server that we have to checking in and even sharing your guys' art tips and critiques. And then for our constant viewers like Burb or whoever may drop in and the Drawbox community, I know 30 subscribers isn't crazy, but it is, you know, 3 tens of people. That's like, if you had a room of those people, that's pretty crazy. Not that they hop in every stream. But yeah, no, I'm not complaining. But yeah, so thank you guys sincerely a lot. We will be streaming tomorrow, and then as Easter comes up, and oh geez, the promptathon starts soon. Oh no, maybe Delana, maybe I won't catch up because we have the promptathon to do. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Yeah, my catch up may be delayed by that promptathon. We want to do at least 4 days of the promptathon and get the badge. I do have some alcohol markers coming in on Monday, so we may do. We're gonna probably do the promptathon every day, but I may submit them a bit staggered because we have to wait for my alcohol markers to come in. We may even be extending the stream time to maybe 2 hours because we do about hour and 30 minutes every time, hour and 15. So we will maybe be extending it to 2 hours, just so we can get those promptathons in. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Once again, thank you for all your support. Happy 30 subscribers, even though that happened a few videos ago. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, amazing rest of the weekend. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.